Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready With Me. Louise, I know I'm wearing a red lip again. I think this is like twice in a week. Like, that's crazy for me. But I really didn't know what I was going to do today, I'll be honest. I knew I was going to play with the hourglass things because I know they should be about to launch their holiday palettes, right? So I was kind of going back through them and pulled all my hourglass because, like, I mean, it went from these to like these to like this is part of the same year, and then like the elephant and butterfly and stuff. And the other day I used the jellyfish. Y'all, my face makeup looked so good, so good. I really truly do love that particular palette. It's one of my favorite as far as what's inside. Packaging wise, the owl will forever, I think, be my favorite. It's just gorgeous. And then we have this one. This one was before all of those. So I think that this one might be 3 years old, maybe 4. But I'm thinking it's 3. Anywho, I'm wearing this today. I'm wearing this is the bronzer I'm wearing, the blush, and the highlighter right here. So the bronzer's called Glistening Bronze Light. The blush I'm wearing is called Vibrant Heat. I don't think that's a color in their thing. And the highlighter is Strobe Powder Supernatural Strobe Light. And I don't think these went over well, to be fair, but I really do like these. I really, really do. I liked both of them. This one's more my skin tone friendly, technically, as far as like the strobe light, or I'm sorry, the finishing powder. But I really did like mine and enjoyed it. And to be fair, I enjoy all those palettes. I think if you just bought one a year, then you'd be fine, especially if you want to just like figure out like what you like. But I do like to buy one a year. I'm not gonna lie, I bought more than one obviously a year, but if you keep it at that, I think you'll get your use out of it. I know that I think it was called the Ghost Unlocked. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Ghost Unlocked. I used it, the bronzer completely up. I think there's another one of them. I use the bronzer. I always use the bronzer all the way up. Sometimes one of the, their finishing powders, but mostly the bronzers. And then the blushes I go between because they only put one bronzer. So you're going to use that up before everything. But then if you're like me, you tend not to pick that palette back up once one of the products are used. And you can't just magnetic. That's the one thing I wish Hourglass would do, is make it magnetic so I could pop it in and pop another one in. If they did that, chef's kiss on it. Because I would find, like, I would replace this every time I used it because I love this packaging. I take it everywhere with me. So for the rest of the face, I decided to go into Glamlite because I wanted to play today. And look at this, y'all. I am wearing colors that I don't ever use, and it's so pretty. And I just wanted to feel some sort of way. But I decided to pull the Glamlite and Betty Boop. And I am wearing the palette and the mascara today. I was going to pull out the blushes, but I was sticking to that, you know. But I really... Oh, and the lip kit. I'm wearing the lip kit too. But I am really in love with this palette. I said it from the beginning. There's just something about it. Because when you think of Betty Boop, you think of effortless, beautiful, eyeliner for sure. Like, you just think of old Hollywood, I guess. You know what I mean, in a way. And this palette does give it, but it gives so much more too. You do have light to dark. It's an all-in-one palette for me. But you can make a very subtle look, or you can go deep and dark. Technically, let me show you. Let's get started. So say I just took Wink and Giggle. That's what we're going to start with. Wink and Giggle. Mind you, I love this shade as a starter shade. it is like one of the perfect shades. This is more of like anything that's taupey is a great starter shade for me. Some are more gray taupe, some are more pinky taupe, peachy taupe. You know what I mean? This is more, I would say this is like a neutral, like right in the middle taupe. And I think that's why it is so perfect for me. I've got either a brush hair or cat hair on my face, and it is driving me bonkers. Because I have looked, I've taken a flashlight, like I cannot find it to get rid of it. And I don't like that feeling, especially wearing a red lip, because I know I'm going to accidentally touch this lip and we're going to have problems. We're just going to have problems. Granted, I'm not really going anywhere today. I do have an interview tomorrow. I'm kind of excited. I'm excited for an interview because it's a possibility, you know. Even though I'm getting kind of defeated here, trying to find a job, my own fault. Like, I'm aware of that. I just never dreamt it would be that hard to find a job once I realized like my kids were old enough to take care of themselves. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We're going to take that same Wink and Giggle shade and run it under the lower lash line. But like, you could technically just take this shade, right? And it does deepen and darken up, or you can blend it out and it'd be a lighter shade. But it builds so beautifully that you could literally just take this one shade and then just slap on one of these metallic shades in this palette, and it's gorgeous. Like, this classy chick shade, it's probably my favorite. But like, I like all of these, to be fair. I like all the metallics. The red one I played with today, and I did, slap that classy chick right in the middle, but you'll see that I didn't have to. I could have just as easily been okay with the red shade. I feel like when Glamlite hits it, like, all their collections are cute. Are they starting to get a little bit repetitive? Sure. But are they cute at the end of the day? Absolutely. But they nail them. But when they really, really nail them, they really, really nail them. Like, when their formula is top tier, their color story is different but unique. Like, when it all is just all encompassed, they nail it. And with this palette, this theming, they nailed it. We're going to go into I'm a Boop. And we're going to start to place that red down. And I will say I was kind of scared of this red and the black, to be fair. Because we all know Glamlite with they're pigmented, Without a doubt, they are pigmented. But it's not that bad. It worked really, really well. More so than I thought, to be fair. Like, I give it more credit than I thought. I thought I would struggle at least a little bit, but I really didn't, y'all. And I even purposely grabbed other brushes, like, well, one, because I didn't want to stay my Natasha Denona. Two, because I did want to try it with other brushes, not just synthetic, or natural hair. I wanted to try it with synthetic. And the first brush I used was my Sephora. Y'all know I love that one. That's like my favorite. This one's a small pointed eyeshadow ES6. And I don't... Oh, wait. What is that? Oh, it's Profusion. Interesting. I didn't know that. This is a Profusion brush. I don't even know what brushes I own. Because I have a mixture, like usually I have them all separated, my brushes, like by whatever. Like Sigma, Natasha, Wing Goss, Smashbox, Refer, Sigma. I got Real Techniques. Like they're separated out. And then I have this thing here where it's got like Sephora, BH Cosmetics, Profusion apparently. It's just got different ones in it. And that's the container I was grabbing from today. Just in case, I did stain. I didn't want to feel bad if that so happened. And I do like this brush because it is so pointed and little that it really just like gets in there. But it is blending nicely also. So that's nice. Okay. And again, these are not colors I work with all the time. So if they're not, like even for yourself, if they're not colors you use a lot, take your time. Let's go into Little Black Dress, which is this black. Are you ready? Here we go. It is black. Oh no, I should have got my bigger brush, or my bigger mirror. But I will say, black scares me, y'all. Because it can go bad so quick. Let's grab the bigger mirror, or my magnifying mirror. Because I know. Like, I didn't have any issues with it to blend or to build, to be fair, on the other eye. So I kind of want to make sure I don't have any issues on this side too. What brush is this? This is an Ulta Beauty. I told you there's just all sorts of things in this little container over here. It's an Ulta Beauty eyeshadow brush is what it's called. But I will say it's so tiny that it does go nice for my outer corner here. And then it's fluffy enough to sort of blend it through. But the gradient effect between each of these colors is so nice too. Picking up a little bit more of that black. Stamping it on. I definitely want to keep it to that like outer third of the eye. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I get both eyes the same. Okay, then we're going to take that black and we're going to line the lower lash line. And I do like the names of these shadows too. I think they did really good at the naming. I just think this whole collection was really good. And I mean, I hope that it was well received because it really is good. And I'm just lining that corner there just so that I know how far I want to go in with that black. Because I don't want to go too far. So right now we're okay. Now we're going to go back into that first shade, Wink and Giggle, that I had put on that lower lash line. Because I don't want to lose that shade. So we're going to put it underneath. And then I felt like I needed to put a little bit of that red. So I took the I Am Boop, just a little bit, and I took it right up on the lash line. It's kind of like what I blended that black out with, was that red. just to sort of have it peeking through the whole lower lash line in a way. Because obviously I don't want to lose the black shade or that like taupey shade. But I also knew I needed to have that red shade there to make the look cohesive, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And you can barely see the tint of the red, but it's enough. It's enough to do what I need it to do, basically. Oh, there's the hair. Did I get it? I did, yes. That's the one thing I will say about the Natasha Denona, this one here. It is the number 20. I really like it for a blush or a bronzer brush, but it sheds like no other brush I've ever had sheds, and I don't understand why. None of her other brushes do that, just this one. But I guess it is what it is, huh? Okay, now we're going to go in this shade, Major Sass, which is this red metallic shade. And I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to put it on the lid. And I will say I didn't get any fallout. I didn't spray. I didn't do any of that. I'm not a fan of this particular brush, to be fair. Like, it's not my favorite to lay this shade down with. But it did what I needed it to do, we'll just say. Just not to the ability I wanted it. Like, if I would have used my Refer, .21, this shade would have laid down much, much better. And it would have looked better. Because that just lays and blends. I don't know, it just does something, that brush does. This brush does not do that for me. And I'm just taking it 2/3 of the way pretty much over the lid. Like, I'm not covering up that black by no means. I think I played with a black not that long ago too. I'm going to go back into the little black dress, that black, and sort of meet it to that red. I better get that in my ear again. I don't want to get it too dark. But I will say, for a black, this hasn't been bad to use. Which is good. Because, I mean, I'm scared of black. I'm not going to lie. Black terrifies me. Okay, we're going to go back into I Am Boop, that red. And they do look, don't get me wrong, my eyes are going to look a little bit different. We're going to go into Wink and Giggle again, because one's more hooded than the other, so I can't do nothing about it. Wish I could, but I can't, so there's that. But I did try the best I could to make them as even as I could, so. But, I think that looks really good, to be fair. I really don't have any issues. Okay. And then for inner corner, we're going to go into Pudgy, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to go boop, basically. Boop with it. I did get a little bit of fallout with this shade, but it did wipe away pretty easily, so I had no complaints. This one's a little more glittery than the other ones, but it's beautiful nonetheless. Like, you can't take that away from it. Okay, then we're going to take that black shade and line the top lash line. And don't get me wrong, this look would look so much better if you wore false lashes. The lashes that came with this collection, perfect style for it. But, you know I don't wear lashes, so there's that. I guess we could do a live stream one day when I'm able to, of me just sitting here trying to apply false lashes and how many times I can mess up on it, because I could do that for all day really. Somehow, there we go. Okay. I use the Tarte Fake a White liner in the waterline. Okay, so here's the two eyes. This one here, you can see that I put something, but technically you could leave this eye like this and be good. You really could. But I think the star of this show, in my opinion, is the shade right here. This Classy Chick. And I'm just going to pick it up with my finger, just a little bit. That might be too much. Let's take some of it off. There we go, just a little bit. And put it right in the middle of my lid. I mean, look at that shade. Look what it does. Like, that is gorgeous. I mean, it really is gorgeous. Nobody can tell me otherwise. I mean, the way the light just bounces off of that is crazy. And I'll just blend them like that together somewhat, and we're done. I don't know. There's just something, I don't care how bad of a look if you do somehow create a very bad look, which I doubt, if you, no matter what, just put that on your lid, it'll save your whole look. I'm just telling you. Betty Boot mascara. Y'all know how I feel about this. I do not like Glamlite's mascaras at all. See, there's some, I can talk about Glamlite all day and how much I love them. But like with any brand, their formula for mascara is not it. I suppose that this mascara is not bad if you were going to put on false lashes, you know, because all you need is a mascara to kind of blend them together. But if you don't wear lashes, this mascara is not going to do you no favors, okay? But I did want to use it. I got to use it up anyway, so might as well. And it's not the worst. I'm not saying that either. It's just not the best. Or even okay. It's just, But again, if you're putting on lashes, it ain't gonna matter. It does separate them, I guess. That's a plus. But you can't even see my lashes, technically. At least I don't think so. Can you really see them? I mean, in my opinion, you can't, but... And there we go. This is the final look using the Glamlite and Betty Boop palette. I mean, I think it looked really pretty. It's definitely way outside my comfort zone. But again, it's to the point of it was so easy to create, and they do have those lighter shades that, and the light and the glitter, and it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. And again, I would say this year, this is probably one of my favorite launches, to be fair. And yes, some of it is because, like, I love the packaging, I love the theming, like, I love it all. I have a Betty Boop tea set, okay? Like, I do like Betty Boop. But that whole collection, I just think they nailed it to a T. Where the other collections can be and feel a little bit, like the same, different order of the same color story, basically. You know what I mean? This was a little bit different. The metallics are so good. Matte, so good. Good mixture of mattes to metallics. It works from, the lightest to the darkest shade. Like, it's got it all in there. And that's what I really do enjoy about it. I don't by no means think that this is for a beginner, though. I'll say that too. But I do think that, if you're in the market, if you like Betty Boop, I would highly check it out, especially considering sales will be coming. Good sales. That is when I would get it. And they got codes. Everybody's got a code. So, just get a code. And personally, if I was you, if ever checking out somewhere, I'd just start putting girls' names in. I'm just saying. 9 out of 10, it works. I will just start with people I know and just go down the, like, beauty YouTubers that I watch that are a little bigger. I'll start with, like, their names and just start going down and see if it hits. And 9 out of 10, a name hits. Just saying. But that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.